Why did Paul Bettany propose to his teenage crush by phone? Which actress was fan cast before Marvel even offered her the role? And how did WandaVision mess with Elizabeth Olsen's brain? Hi, I'm Janet. Let's find out. Paul Bettany as Vision. Did you think Vision was dead? Well, he's not really. At least, not in WandaVision, or actually, not in Wanda's mind. We're yet to see what actually happened to bring him back to life. And meanwhile, Paul Bettany remains one of the longest-running MCU members. His tenure there dates all the way back to the first Iron Man. I hope you remember that he voiced Stark's AI computer system, Jarvis, evolving into a full-body superhero, becoming a new Avenger, and while becoming more and more human, Vision turned into a fan favorite. So we're all excited to see him again. Speaking of WandaVision, Bettany revealed that although the new show's plot will appear crazy to viewers, it'll make sense eventually. All of the bonkers stuff will be about something, the actor told Collider. He also disclosed that the series would pay tribute to literally every decade in TV sitcoms, starting from the 50s. The first episode was even filmed in front of a live audience. But no more spoilers for you. Let's proceed to what Paul does in real life. He's happily married to actress Jennifer Connelly, and they have the most fantastic love story you've ever heard. Paul and Jennifer met on the set of A Beautiful Mind, and he was thrilled to work with her because she was his teenage crush. But they didn't start dating immediately because both were in relationships at the time. After the filming wrapped, the tragic events of 9/11 happened. It made Bettany think about his life, propelling him to act in his dream roles instead of just waiting. He suddenly realized that he loved Jennifer, and he started calling her. When she finally answered his call, the first thing he did was propose. Yeah, they got engaged even before they started dating. Paul and Jennifer got married in 2003, and later she gave birth to a son and a daughter. They still look incredibly happy together, and we're delighted for them. Teyonah Parris as Monica Rambeau. Her addition to the cast of WandaVision is truly historical, as Parris is the first Black female character to join the Avengers. To see that Marvel is going to use this unapologetically Black, unapologetically strong, ambitious woman and bring her into the MCU, I'm so excited by that. I feel energized by what this means for the culture, for the world, the actress said about her role. Teyonah knows how important it is for all boys and girls to see images of superheroes that look like themselves. She's proud to be the first Avenger of color and is looking forward to seeing more Asian and Hispanic superheroes. Interestingly, Parris had been thinking about playing Monica Rambeau for some time before she got the offer. The thing is, Marvel enthusiasts began fan casting her in some roles, Monica included, and Teyonah decided to look up who this character is. I thought, oh wow, she's a badass. Probably never going to see the light of day, she recalled. But it did see the light of day, and Marvel executives soon realized that fans were right to cast Parris. While we're excited about Teyonah as Monica, let's talk about what we know about the actress. You may have seen her in Mad Men, Dear White People, and She-Rock previously. And soon, we'll also get to watch her performance in Candyman, and They Cloned Tyrone. Parris wanted to be an actress ever since she was a little girl, and her folks supported her in all her endeavors. My parents saw a thing in me when I was young that they just nurtured, she shared. They never told me I couldn't do something. Isn't that amazing? These days, Teyonah is quite busy with her career, and she prefers to keep her personal life under wraps. And who are we to judge her for that? Kathryn Hahn as Agnes. Not much is known about this character. As the actress herself shared in an interview, Agnes is Wanda and Vision's nosy neighbor, who later becomes Wanda's friend. Kathryn Hahn was over the moon when the Marvel executives offered her the role in the series, because she'd always been an MCU fan. They kind of pitched me the whole arc of this series, and I was like, I'm in, the actress shared. If I could have dreamt something up in the MCU to be a part of, this exceeded my wildest dreams. So it's obvious that Hahn enjoyed working on the series. She once admitted that her favorite part of shooting was the 50s, partly because it was filmed in front of a live audience. Through her previous work, Hahn proved to viewers that she's some sort of a comedy chameleon. Do you remember her in Step Brothers, We're the Millers, and Bad Moms? It looks like Kathryn can play pretty much anyone and be funny. And in the new MCU series, her character seems to have a few different versions, so it's certainly going to be a lot of fun to see all of them. While Hahn's career is blooming, her personal life is also great. She's been married to actor Ethan Sandler for 18 years, and they have 2 kids together. I'm sure that they're all immensely proud of Kathryn. Kat Dennings as Darcy Lewis. MCU fans remember this gal from the first 2 Thor movies. She was a funny lady and friend of Natalie Portman's Jane Foster. It's quite unusual to see her in a Marvel film that doesn't seem to have anything to do with Thor or Jane. Believe me, Kat Dennings was also surprised when she got a call from the Marvel executives. At first, she thought that she'd only do 1 scene for the series, but it turned out she would be an integral character in WandaVision. After all, she's there to understand what's going on in Wanda's mind. We all know that Marvel doesn't like it when actors spoil their movies, so Dennings was cautious in revealing any details about her character's role on the show. Anyone who liked Darcy in those Thor movies will be like, "Oh my god, this is it," the actress said. "For me, I just couldn't believe they were giving me this gift, because being in any of Marvel's work is a huge honor." Well, I get it, but Kat certainly deserves this honor. Due to her popular TV shows, Two Broke Girls and Dollface, Dennings is pretty popular these days. Since Kat is a pretty private person, we don't know anything about her personal life. She dated singer Josh Groban for 2 years, and these days, she seems to be single. Or maybe she's just very good at hiding her boyfriend from the public eye. Randall Park as Jimmy Woo. Darcy's partner who helps her solve a mystery has also appeared in the MCU before. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, he was an FBI agent and Scott Lang's parole officer. Randall Park is glad to bring his character back to the screens and show a bit more of his story, and he's certainly even more excited to do it in a show that he describes as out there. I can't say too much, but it's an amazing show. Very different, the actor shared in an interview. Well, it certainly is different from anything we've seen. Park is quite an accomplished actor and comedian, with dozens of roles in movies and TV shows behind his name. And his wife, Jae Soo Park, is also an actress. They worked together on the romantic comedy series, The Mindy Project. Randall and Jae have been together for 11 years, and they have a daughter. She must have a lot of fun with her cool parents. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch. What did this young lady do to create such a mess? We'll soon find out. But meanwhile, let's see what Elizabeth Olsen, or as her colleagues call her, Lizzie, think about her new MCU project. Over a year ago, the actress shared that WandaVision will bring Scarlet Witch more in line with the comic book version because it'll tell more about her mental state. Olsen was excited to tell Wanda's story directly, instead of it being shown through everyone else's storylines. And, like most of her co-stars, Lizzie had an exceptional experience filming in front of a live audience. There was a lot of adrenaline. There are a lot of quick changes. It totally confused my brain. It really messed with my brain, the actress admitted to Collider. So in a way, it might have brought her a bit closer to her character. Either way, she was glad when it was over, and the fourth wall was back in place after they finished shooting the first episode. Preparing for the series, Olsen drew inspiration from the 20th century sitcom stars Mary Tyler Moore, Elizabeth Montgomery, and Lucille Ball. Didn't she create a beautiful amalgamation of these beloved actresses? After WandaVision, we're going to see Scarlet Witch in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and we might even see more of her in the future. Olsen has already spilled the beans, saying that WandaVision might get a second season. Let's hope that she didn't say too much and isn't going to have a problem with those Marvel executives. Anyway, Lizzie's life couldn't be better now. She's an Avenger, the star of her own show, and a woman in love. Olsen has been dating musician Robbie Arnett for 3 years, and in 2019, they announced their engagement. We can't wait to hear news about their wedding. If you want to learn more about your favorite MCU stars, take a look at our video about the real-life partners of all the Avengers actors. Thanks for watching.